I'm Carolyn.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Carrie.
And we're Free the Hops, and you're watching No Huntsville.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, God.
This is the eschatology of our life. And it's as we reach the end.
All right, this is Tom.
I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville, another episode. We got a music episode here today. We're going to talk to the Wolves of Chernobyl, local band from Huntsville that's going to be playing a benefit show over at Straight to Ale tomorrow night, 7 to 10. And also you can find them on Facebook, not having any current music that we can listen to. But tonight they're going to be in the studio playing some music, which you guys can listen to. Guys, thanks for coming to the studio and talking to us tonight.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks for having us.
They can. We did a video for NPR.
I saw that.
They can watch if they want.
Right. So what was that about again?
They we don't want to promote NPR.
Well, you can
tax-free
promote
dollars,
NPR.
baby. They're making all kinds of money.
We all listen
They're
to
making
NPR
that
here, I think.
fat public radio loot.
Right.
No, they had a contest for the Tiny Desk concerts.
Right.
And so it was an excuse to make a video, but we submitted it for that. So and we found the tiniest desk we could possibly find, and we wedged his big ass in it. Sorry, big.
No, it works. And when do you hear back on the results of that? Is there supposed to be like there's?
Yeah, I think there's a Tumblr for it, and I don't know if there's.
What do you win if you win it?
We get to go to their studio and do another Tiny Desk concert there, ostensibly.
You get
with
to
a
do what
bigger
you did
desk.
already.
Yes, again.
Where's that?
But I think I really just want to meet all the people at NPR, like Sarah Koenig.
Because I have these like visions of them that are like perfect forms that I've been hearing.
And you're not supposed to meet your heroes.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen.
They're your heroes. NPR.
Yeah, Michelle Norris would probably let me down.
Just close my eyes, I guess, and shake hands.
All right, hey, so let's talk about the Straight to Ale event tomorrow night. So the charity event. So what's that about?
Okay, so there's a family of a local woman, Anita Roden, and she died of cancer, sadly, recently. And her family's been left with all the expenses that come along with that. And a friend of mine, Laura Kenton, who's putting the event together, she has been putting on small events to try to raise money for that family so they can pay those bills. Mm-hmm. And that's really the whole goal, is how can people chip in to, do what, other organizations are not doing.
Okay.
So
there's going to be other bands there tomorrow night?
There are Mayhem, which is Mackenzie Mayhall. And Morgan Pike, and I think his brother's in it too. I can't be certain on that.
We're gonna have them on the show tomorrow night.
Wonderful. That'll work out.
We're one big connected family here. Yeah, right.
The tiny stage.
Just make sure they get to the show on time.
Tiny red stage.
Autumn Infantry, a group of young folks. They're super talented. And then Traveler is a couple friends of mine who were in the band the Nova Days. I don't know if you've heard them, but they've been around for a little bit. So, so a bunch of great folk acts. Of all different varieties, from punk folk to what we do, which is kind of like post-apocalyptic bluegrass. So,
right.
Yeah. So it's a little bit. So it's just a broad range of talented.
If you didn't know already.
I'm in a band like that too.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Let's pair up, man.
All right. Yeah. I'm not in a band. Okay.
Okay.
So what is there a cover at the door?
There is not. We want your money in the bucket.
Okay. Good.
I don't want your money at the door.
Right.
I want to lure you in thinking I ain't paying nothing for this. And then
you get drunk.
Yeah, and then you get drunk.
And if you haven't been to Straight to Ale, it's a really cool venue. They're really putting on cool events there. They got a big old room, stage area. So if you haven't checked out Straight to Ale, certainly go there and see their shows because they're putting on really good shows.
And a percentage of the beer that they're selling is going, to donations. And then we got some merchandise that we made up for Dragon Con, and we'll be giving that to people who give big donations, and we'll have things to auction off. So it'll be fun.
That sounds good. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the band here. So how long you guys been together, and let's talk about you guys were trying to put an album together. So tell everybody about that.
Me and John have so John saved my life at one point. Basically, I had this together. I started as a project, and it's a bad idea, by the way, to start a band with your girlfriend. And so we broke up, and then I was like, man, I'm throwing it up in the air, and John's like, no, we got this.
Yeah,
say it how you said it.
What'd I say?
You probably said, "No, we got this."
I was like, man, it's fine. I'll get some hooligans together. We're gonna drag them on.
And that's what we did. We put together a bunch of in 3 weeks. We put a band and a set together, and we went to Atlanta and we played a bunch of shows there. And then we came back exhausted, and we said that was dumb.
Right.
And then half the band that was with us, they got signed to a label out of Memphis, and so they were like, "We don't have time for this."
Yeah, they're from another band, the Whiskey River Kings.
The Whiskey River Kings.
Okay.
And so they're going to go on tour all over the world, leave us small folk behind, but shout out to them. They helped us out too. And then so we started finding really talented people, so Sean and Victoria, and Ben last of all, but not least of all for sure. And then we, the lineup has settled down, and this version of the lineup's only been together a couple months, but it's a good crew. So
it's also the longest. That it's
yes,
been
it's been a well. The Wolves of Chernobyl is the idea like that you get better and get stronger through really, really tough circumstances, you know.
And that's where the band name comes from. The resilience of the wolves who lived around Chernobyl.
Yeah. They so I mean, if you want to go look it up, PBS did a documentary on them, Radioactive Wolves. It's really cool. But in the short form, basically they became immune to radiation poisoning. They could eat whatever the hell they wanted to in that area, and they've thrived. And that's kind of the idea. Like, through the toughest circumstances you can go through, you get better, you get stronger.
That's your mission statement now.
Yep.
Yeah, we're not immune
We're
to
going to side
radioactivity.
everything. Not yet.
Yeah, I know. I can eat anything, but
Yeah.
I'm not immune to radioactivity.
You don't have any idea what's in those squirrels you're popping, man.
I shot one of them bad the other day.
Yeah.
Don't ever gut shot a squirrel, man.
All right.
I'm trying not to.
It ruins the meat. It's not good. It tastes like urine the whole time. I try to cook it in a stew.
The more you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
There you go.
You know, hey. It's an old,
So you guys are getting together now, trying to put together an album. You're going to be recording here in a little while, and then I'm assuming you'll make it available to everybody. But right now, you can go on Facebook to check you guys out, at least from the shows that you got going on.
Yeah.
And certainly check these guys out and Straight to L tomorrow night for that benefit show. It's going to be great. A lot of good bands there. So you guys are going to play a couple songs for us here in the studio, and you can use this as the ability to send out to everybody, let everybody know your music, and then kind of move forward like that. So guys, thanks for coming in. Really appreciate it. And let's hear some music.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
let's do it.